Yo, what's going on? NFC South versus the NFL. It's your boy DJ, Tampa Bay Buccaneers representative. I'm here with my guys, Mr.
You,
Mike and Sean. What's going on, fellas?
what's going on? You see what I got the goat on? You see I got the goat on? You ain't got the goat, DJ.
What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good, fellas? Represent, man. Feel good to be in first place. You know how we do it.
You still need to realize that you are not in first place. You are not in first place. Today, if the division ended, you would be second.
It's a difference.
Just want to make sure you understand that. Just want to make sure you understand that. It might be the best playing team in the division, but as of right now, y'all would not have the crown. So just want to make sure you know that.
We need to, Mike. Remember to put the power rankings back up soon, because we should be moved up by now.
Oh yeah.
You ain't got past us though.
I know we're right behind the Buccaneers, losing 3 out of 4, winning 3 out of 4. We got to be making up some ground.
Make up a little bit of ground. I mean, I was like what 30 something. I think to start the season. So shoot, y'all moving. Y'all
32 teams. Say 30 something. Yeah, what's good? What we got to say, man? What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Y'all doing good, man. I'm good over here outside of my Carolina Panthers, man.
Oh.
Bro, we got to start off, man. Yeah. Let's just touch on a little bit, man. We all
start out the chat, man. Pop Bulls good, man. Brian, what's going on? JGP Saints. Whoop whoop. It's like, no, let me stop. But
I think TJ gonna be hopping in and out. So I think he asked about TJ. I think TJ gonna be here and there. Probably once a quarter or whenever he can join. But we love to have TJ on, man. That was a great show last week.
Yeah, you know, TJ. TJ comes on from time to time. You know, he got obviously State of Saints, and he has a lot going on. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But he's always welcome. He already knows. You know, he's part of the reason why we even have this right now. So
absolutely, he's one of the original OGs. So you know, he's always a part of the NFC South versus the NFL, man. So he'll definitely be rocking with us from time to time. But we will definitely talk about them Saints on his behalf. We'll be happy to talk about them.
Oh yeah, Mr. Joe Shiesty going crazy on that missing secondary. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. But goddamn.
Yeah, man. So let's just touch on some of the hot topics, man, if y'all don't mind, man. I want to give Sean J the floor, man. We went live, I would say after the game Sunday night, and our brother couldn't be there with us, man. But I know he was basking in his success, being the only team winning last week in the NFC South. And he also received, and I have to apologize to this man.
All right.
Marcus Mariota, NFC Player of the Week. And I was saying, bench him. Put in Desmond Ridder. But
I think Marcus may have watched our show when we did the risers and the fallers. We all was unanimous. Marcus Mariota was on the hot seat. He was falling. His spot was in jeopardy. And what'd he do? He turned around, offensive player of the week, 13 for 14, 100 plus yards or 179 total yards, 3 total TDs, 1 incompletion throughout the whole game. I know San Francisco defense was a shell of themselves, but they get paid to make plays. They didn't, we did. We dominated. You know, I know there's other teams out here that played backup defenses and looked horrible. But Marcus Mariota came out and he showed what he had to. He solidified his spot to start for the rest of the year. I was always skeptical about Desmond Ridder getting in there, but I think Mariota has shown through, I wouldn't say his consistent play, he's shown that he can have his team operating at a higher level, at a high level. And, you know, Desmond Ridder, we don't know. It's still the unknown. So we rocking with Mariota, offensive player of the week, only team to win in the division, the team that's playing the best ball in the division, dominating at the line of scrimmage. It starts with the trenches. We got the operator number 1, Mariota, the best quarterback in the NFC South, playing right now. if we had to start a quarterback in the division, I'm starting Mariota. Brady wish he can go 13 for 14. PJ Walker, they won't even let him throw the football. Andy Dalton, he's just hanging out in the abyss somewhere down there. I can't see that far below us. So, Marcus Mariota, hottest thing going right now, man. So show my boy some love, man. We got to put some respect on his name. Man. So that's what we do. Atlanta, we here, baby. Number one team in the division. Don't let nobody tell you different.
So I gotta give credit where credit is due. I'll say my little spiel I said a little earlier. Marcus Mariota had a very good game, man. I was able to watch him play. He did what he was supposed to do. He was able to move the chains. He was able to get the ball out to his playmakers. They were able to establish a run. And that defense, man, he's allowing that defense to really, I don't know what it is, man. And that coaching staff's amazing. That coaching staff is the best coaching staff in the NFC. It's just amazing to me how y'all are number one, but yet have no divisional wins. But with all that being said, I got to give props where props is due.
Got it. Yeah. No divisional wins. I see you kind of touched on that. But y'all got one. Y'all only one. But no divisional wins. But we smacking everything running. We're gonna get one in 2 weeks though. Our first divisional win is coming in 2 weeks. Wait on it. We got the Bengals this week, so you know how we do outside of the division. So hey, y'all know. Come on, man. You can't deny it. I know it hurts because we was picked to finish last, top 2 pick, yada, yada, yada. We running the ball 40 times a game. We running it 40 times, throwing it 14, and we winning by 14. That's domination, man. We out here dominating. We getting better. What I said last week, if we can consistently run the ball, have our identity show, we're gonna be in every game. So I don't see, much changing for the rest of the year. We just need Mariota to continue to hone in what he's asked to do. And if he can continue to throw the ball 20 or less times a game and we can get 30 to 40 rushes, man, that's a recipe for winning. And I can say that in the division, we have a recipe for winning. Even though we only got 3 wins, 3 losses, I think we have something that we can build upon vice other teams in the division. So we're the number one right now. You know what I mean? If we want to, move on, start talking about some losers, we can get to the Bucs, we can get to the Panthers, we can get to the Saints. But right now in the winner's circle, man, it is very lonely up here. It's lonely. It's been a good month for me. It's been a good month for the Atlanta Falcons Rise Up Nation. Outside of the referees taking one from us, we've been winning. 3 out of 4. And the one that we did drop, a flag dropped us out of it, right? A flag dropped on us, and that's the only thing we dropped. So, pick your head up, DJ, man. It's going to be better days, hopefully. Yeah. Maybe.
I'm just here trying not to get fined. That's all I'm going to say, man. I'm just here trying not to get fined.
What can you say, man? What can you say, man? What we did Sunday was impressive, man. It was impressive. I know the caveat is San Francisco didn't have this player, that player, but this is the NFL, man. You got to bring it every Sunday, and if you take anything for granted, you can go on the road and lose 20 to 18.
My man, Trill. This man got a soliloquy for about 20 minutes about 3-3 record, man. Be excited. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all took care of business. I'll give you that much. You know what I'm saying? 13, 14, 129. Play of the week.
Call me crazy.
Play of the week.
Call me crazy before the season. When I predicted 10 wins this year, they called me crazy. They was like, yo, you out of your mind.
You got three of them.
When I said second in the division, everybody picked us to be bottom. You remember DJ? They picked us under the Panthers.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so you
when I said second in the division, they
called
me crazy. So why can I not believe or have confidence in what I'm feeling right now?
Boy,
it can only continue.
Man, we should have brought some goddamn Marvin Sapp, man.
Come on, baby.
You need some Marvin Sapp.
Wins. The Bengals. We're gonna knock the Bengals off. I seen what the Bengals did against the Saints. Wasn't impressed. We are. I don't even want to get there yet, but
we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that.
We're gonna get into that, guys.
Number one, baby.
We're gonna get up in that.
Number one, baby. Baby.
Some other hot news going on in the NFC South. Y'all brought this up, especially you, Sean. Sean been on point, man. I gotta give him his props, man. He said, pay attention to this trade deadline for the Carolina Panthers, because it could be a fire sale and some stuff going on. We had our first one. Shout out to Robbie Anderson. Robbie with the Y, Robbie with the IE, or AB Anderson, whatever you want to call him. Check out my video on that. I did a video about Robbie Anderson and his departure to the Cardinals. And he will be playing against the New Orleans Saints tomorrow.
Isn't that
crazy? Yeah, that is crazy. Like Hopkins coming back.
They be making this junk soap opera. I swear they do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he's gonna be active. I missed that. He's gonna
be DeAndre Hopkins is active.
Yep.
Robbie. I think James Conner's coming back. They got a couple players coming back. So Arizona's gonna have a little bit of weaponry going into this game. So
yeah, they trying to hit the ground running, man. Yeah, he is playing. They just announced it. He's playing, unless they changed it just 30 minutes ago. But he's active and he's gonna be playing. So shout out to Robbie Anderson, man. I hope you work out for you. I don't know if y'all got anything you want to say. I didn't say it all mine in the video. But I will give this before you. I will give this. There's gonna be some more news. Shout out to my boy Kev from 4-Man Rush. Communicated that there's a deal actually already done, and we'll probably hear more about it tomorrow. Wouldn't give up the source, wouldn't give up the name. So be on the lookout for a potential trade. The Carolina Panthers doing something with somebody. So
well, thank you for all the information there, Mike.
But I gotta give Sean his props, man. Sean been on money, man. He's been on the money all month.
Did you see the rumor about Christian McCaffrey? The ask for him is multiple first round picks. Did you guys see that one?
Nah, it's multiple. And it better be multiple.
What?
It better be multiple. For us to eat his contract and for us to move him, it better be multiple. If not, he better shut up and come to work.
He ain't moving out of Charlotte.
There you go. Well, he gonna be here.
He gonna be at Bank of America Stadium. Who's gonna pay multiple first round picks for Mr. Glass?
Mr. Can't pick up by 2 yada, 1 yada.
I mean, we ain't gonna keep going on this, man. We ain't gonna keep bashing the Carolina Panthers like this, man.
Brian Burns, man. Come to Atlanta. Hey,
well, that's
tired of losing. If you tired of losing, you want to be in the first place. Come to Atlanta.
That's the name I'm feeling is the one that I was communicating about potentially being gone. This is nothing I've heard. This is just speculation on what I've been seeing around the league, and especially in Panther Nation. Something just seemed off about him in this past game. So be on the lookout. That could be the potential name, because he's coming up with a 5th-year option, and I don't know if we're somebody we're going to pay, even though he's our best pass rusher right now. So
you don't pass on that. You don't trade that.
Yeah, I know. But from what I heard, it's going to be a sad, sad day, and it's going to break a lot of people's hearts. So that's the name that if I had to make an educated guess, that's the one. That is the one.
Okay.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna, make too long on that, man. Let's just dive into these games, man. Unless y'all got something else y'all want to talk about. I mean, we could talk about Tom Brady and everybody killing him. Since DJ started to kill Tom Brady train. DJ's the one. I blame DJ. Yes, he's the one that started to kill Tom Brady train.
Hey, Tom Brady's my quarterback. I back him. I believe in him. He gonna bring it. He gonna get it together mentally right now. He's just going through a lot. He's trying to get through it. He's trying to meditate through it. That TB12 program diet is going. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get him together. And he gonna click. That button gonna click eventually. You gotta remember, this man missed some of the offseason. I mean, hell, he just missed 2 days last week going to Robert Kraft's wedding. I mean, this man is not all the way there. He has to get. He's come back. Come on back. We need you back, okay? You need your brain back. We need everything back. Goddamn, Gazelle's gone. Gazelle, whatever. Giselle's gone, okay? You know that.
A lot of sleep is nice, man.
Hey, can y'all try to keep him off his back? Y'all too busy worried about him coming back. Can you keep him off his back?
Hey, man, he got sacked one time. He got some pressures. He got touched a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? He all right, man. He need to get hit, man. He need to knock that shit out of him, man. Okay. To knock that whatever the hell he got going on in that brain. God damn it. That's mentally taking him out to not be as accurate as he usually is. God damn it. Let's talk about this, man. I ain't coming in for this.
He does not want. He said he saw a guy that does not want to be out there. He said that he does not look like he's having fun. So he does not want to be playing football. That's what he said. If anybody can ID that, it has to be Ben. Ben was in that position last year. He does not want to get hit, number one. So that's why he's throwing tantrums. He's kicking people when they do hit him, because you know how it is. You know, when you don't want to get hit. You don't want to. He throwing tantrums, bro. So it for him, if he's in the mindset of not wanting to even get hit, it's gonna be a long 10, 11 more weeks for him, man. How is he gonna grind through that? And you say, can he get back to Brady last year? Brady, the whole Brady he's been for 20 years, from what he's been doing 7 weeks in, well, not 7 weeks. We can go back to training camp. He already gets every Wednesday off, right? So players are most likely getting that Monday off. They may get that Tuesday. So he's probably not coming into practice until Thursday.
Yep.
Right. So he's probably going from Sunday to Thursday. And then, like you say, last week, he missed 2 days, Friday and Saturday, and you fuck around and get your ass kicked on Sunday. That's a recipe for disaster. And for him not to be locked in as much as anybody knows what it takes to win in this league, he's probably the one that knows the most, and his actions are not lining up with what's required. Hey, I'm sorry, Buck fans. This is not going to end the way you envision. If he's not locked in, if he continues to show that, but the spotlight has shined on him so bright, especially within the last couple of weeks, I think he's going to be forced to change. He's going to force himself to lock in. So we're going to see if he can do that, if he can make that switch.
He's a competitor. He's definitely a competitor. So I would expect him to do that, but I hope he doesn't do it this week.
I bet you don't.
Oh, yeah, man. We'll see what type of resistance he gets, though. I don't know if you guys can. It can't be much different than what the Pittsburgh Steelers put out there, right? Pickett wasn't that good. Trubisky, but you had to make enough plays. I think your defense is aggressive enough to have him tap dancing back there and throwing balls in the ground, man. Hey, man, I'm rolling with Charlotte this week, man. Okay, I'm rolling with Carolina, man. I mean, but this is not a prediction. You know, my heart, you know,
Oh, I know why you rolling with us.
You know why? You know you want to take over first. You gotta beat Cincy.
We're trying to get sole possession, baby. Sole possession.
Yeah,
sole possession, man. But we on Brady watch all season, man. We watching everything he does. We watching, his press conferences. Now we watching what he's gonna be doing every Friday. Is he gonna be flying out? What is he gonna be doing? Missing walkthroughs, private jets, all this kind of stuff. Todd Bowles is doing all types of tap dances to cover up for him all week, saying all these players are getting these days off that nobody knows about. Like, get out of here, man. Get out of here.
All right, so yeah, you're right. We gonna touch on all that in the game, Sean. Boy, Sean setting me up. Boy, you getting me hyped, Sean.
Number one, baby. We need that Trill.
I already know what that is.
Spot, man. Once we take it, we ain't giving it back.
Trill, we know what it is. Us Panther fans know what that energy's about. We already know what that energy's about. All right, man. So let's transition, man, to the Thursday night game, and let's go ahead and knock that out. Since it's a game tomorrow, man. New Orleans Saints. I believe they're traveling, right? They're going to Arizona?
Cincinnati.
No. The New Orleans Saints aren't.
They Arizona. I'm still thinking about the Falcons. Y'all ain't talking all this.
See, he's so concerned about his head.
I'm in your head, Sean. We don't see you till week 18 and we're in your head, man.
I can't wait for this.
Yeah. So we got Kyler Murray in them facing the New Orleans Saints, man. From what I hear, Marcus Lattimore is out, Michael Thomas is out, Jarvis Landry is out. Quite a few people are still out. Chris Olave is definitely back. He's the number one on this football team. Mm-hmm. Hands down, he's the number one receiver on this football team. But the Arizona Cardinals get D-Hop back. They got Robbie Anderson, Connors coming back, and they look like they're trying to retool because Hollywood Brown is going to be done for quite a while. So they look like they're trying to come back and try and make a little run in that division. What y'all think, man? What y'all think is gonna happen in this football game, man? If y'all had to do an early prediction and how you seen both of these teams play, I believe they're both 2-4. Yeah, they're both 2-4. So it's a matchup of 2-4 teams on a Thursday night. Are we gonna get a little better offense than what we've seen on Thursday night games? I believe the away teams have been more successful this year. So yeah, I don't know. What we see.
Arizona Cardinals, obviously. You also gotta mention this too. I know New Orleans Saints haven't had the most dynamic pass rush this year as they have in the past, but they are missing, Justin Pugh, guard, and Rodney Hudson, who I think is one of the better centers in the NFL, both out with knees. That's big. That's very big. But when you have a slippery player like a Kyler Murray, that they can kind of make things kind of happen to kind of, I guess, make it not as hurtful as some quarterbacks. So, but yeah, D-Hop coming back. Healthy. You're talking now, week 7? As long as he'll come out and get a hamstring, because it seems like every player that comes back that haven't played for a while get a hamstring, he going to cause a problem because Marcus Lattimore wasn't there. We saw last week what happened when Marcus Lattimore wasn't there. Mr. Joe Burrow, first 300-yard game of the season. And then Paulson Debo's still on the injury list, having issues. Bradley Roby was getting ate up, just chopped up like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Where's Tyrann Mathieu? Saint fans, where is Tyrann Mathieu? You know what I'm saying? Haven't seen nothing from all season. Like Marcus May is more of a run stopper than playing. I don't ever see him in the secondary. You know what I'm saying? I see him making plays in the backfield sometimes. The defense they got a task in front of them. They really do. They going across the country on a Thursday night, and after a very tough loss that they just took. It's a lot to ask. Like I said, I'm just setting it up. You know what I'm saying? Just and Andres Pete, he's out for the Saints. We're gonna have another probably close, low-scoring Thursday night game. It looks like it. Really looks like it.
I don't think it's gonna be low scoring, man, just off of what I seen from the Saints defense, the lowest point total that they did give up this year was a 20 against the Bucs.
Yeah,
so that was the team that scored the least on them. So they've been giving up points.
That's my bad, y'all.
I already knew it was coming. I already knew it was coming. It's all good though.
They've been
enjoy it, man. Oh my God, enjoy it. Make sure
they've been giving up. But my main point is the Saints have not shown the ability to stop pretty much anybody this year. Joe Burrow had his coming out party against them last week. Geno Smith put up 30 plus. Marcus Mariota did his thing against him. Baker Mayfield beat him. So the Saints, man, I don't really think with all of the injuries that you guys name, and I don't think they have enough. Chris Olave, I'm gonna give it to that young fella. He's a good player. He was missed last week, right? With all the wide receivers that they got out, they still made plays and they could have won that game. But this week, I think they could be better, but I don't see their defense stopping anybody. And I'm not sure as to why they can't, because it seems like Marshawn Lattimore is a big loss, but their defensive line should be intact. I don't know Cameron Jordan. I don't know where he's at this year. I haven't seen too many Cam Jordan highlights. So defensively, man, that's their biggest Achilles heel is not being able to stop nobody. And I think DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, I don't know about Robbie Anderson making plays. He may run 2 routes all game. He may run a 9 route and a comeback route. So that's probably all they're going to need him to do. Stretch the field and probably do a couple comebacks or an out route. That's all he got to really learn. So I got the Panthers. No, my bad.
Tampa Bay is on my mind.
Yeah.
Tampa's on my mind.
I got the Panthers in 2 weeks. But what I meant to say is I got the Cardinals. But not to say that it won't be a close game, because Andy Dalton has shown that he can run this offense somewhat efficiently and better than Jameis Winston started out. So it's not like they have been getting totally shut down. So against Minnesota, against Seattle, against the Bengals, they played competitive football in all 3 games. Went 1-2 in that stretch, but Andy Dalton has shown that he can be the guy going forward. So not to poo-poo on Andy Dalton, I kind of like what he's doing, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, I'm in the same place with that. Now you had your time. It's my time.
All right.
Yeah. So Andy Dalton, I will say this, man. Andy Dalton has not had all of the weapons, sort of like Jameis has. He hasn't had Michael Thomas. He hasn't had Jarvis Landry. He hasn't had Chris Olave the whole time he's been playing. And every game, like you said, Sean, they've been competitive. I personally believe their defensive line is not it. It struggled. You call out Cam Jordan. I'm calling out David Amunada. I'm calling out Marcus Davenport, all of them, to see, hey, where's going to be the pass rush? Because if you get a mobile quarterback out there and all Robbie Anderson has to do is go deep, now you're leaving opportunity for this man to get on the outside and be able to run and move the chains and do all kind of things like that. So I don't know if this is going to be a good matchup defensively for the New Orleans Saints. Right now, the Arizona Cardinals are a 2-point favorite. I get it. They get 3 points for being at home, so it's pretty much close to it being a pick'em game, but they are favored. You know how these Thursday night games could be. It's crazy. Arizona Cardinals have not won a game at all at home. They're 0-3 right now at home. They play better on the road. The Saints right now are 1-1 on the road. So for all the Saint fans that are out there, I know that's what y'all banking on right now is we play better at home. We play better on the road. We play better on the road. Shout out to Christopher. You play better on the road. So I don't know, man. I just think that both teams are banged up. It's a Thursday night. I just believe that there are more weapons and playmakers on the Arizona Cardinals readily available for Kyler Murray than it is for Andy Dalton. And I think the defenses are kind of, if I have to lean a defense, I would go more Arizona than New Orleans. They've been giving up the butt like crazy. You just talked about it, man. What are they? I don't know. They're one of the worst teams in scoring. I don't know. I'm not going to say they're the worst team in scoring, but they're giving up, about 24 points a game? And the lowest point's been 20. I think this might be the week the Arizona Cardinals kind of get going offensively and show people what they thought they were going to see from Arizona. I'm not a big Cliff Kingsbury fan. I think he needs to be gone. You already know how I feel about college coaches. Hell, we just fired ours. So that is a concern to me. But Dennis Allen, to me, hasn't shown to be a formidable head coach yet. And so this is a game that he has to be looking at like, we got to get this one. So if I have to make a pick, which I'm going to go ahead and do and knock this out the way. Arizona Cardinals get their first win at home. But it's going to be a close one for a little while. And then Kyler Murray and his little feet are going to end up getting the dub, man. You said hate to say it, but Mike, we know who the worst team in scoring. Yeah, we ain't talking about us scoring. We talking about teams that scoring on them. Like we'll get that. We talking about who the worst team is allowed points allowed. Yeah, oh, my bad. They've allowed 26.3. My bad. They've allowed 26 points per game. So that's even more than the 24 that I thought. So, yeah, give me Arizona in this one. Sorry, Saints. You're going to be 2-5. Jameis Winston, I don't believe, is going to be starting. Andy Dalton's going to get it again. And then you're really going to see what's going to happen the week after. You know, who's going to be the starter. DJ, you going to make a pick? It's too early. It's too early for you.
No, I mean, it's basically based off
right.
Look at the Saints last week, right? So the Saints, they were very effective on the ground, right? I mean, we saw Alvin Kamara damn near get 100 yards. Taysom Hill, he does what he does. Taysom even put the ball in the air a little bit. I mean, he didn't do much with it. But, you know what I'm saying? Taysom is right now the biggest weapon they got on offense. And he's sitting that basically for the season. The games they won, he was very effective. You know what I'm saying? And he brought back that weapon, which made him get the contract that he got, right? So, I mean, they put up 200-something yards rushing, and they're going to have to do the same thing against the Arizona Cardinals. I know Arizona's letting up like 4.5 a carry or something like that. They're going to have to take away time possession. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to play a Falcon-style football and only have, Dalton maybe throw more in the teens instead of the 30s like he did last week. But they still have over 200 because that's what happens when you have the ball. You move the sticks, running that much and being effective. But the question is, are they going to continue to do that? That's the big question. Obviously, Chris Olave's back. It's just a lot, man. The records for teams that moving on the road are really good.
It's a tough one, man.
Yeah, I'm taking. I'm taking Arizona. I think D-Hop coming back. I don't know. That secondary is scary without Marshawn Lattimore. Paulson Debo's hurt. Like I said, the safeties ain't doing nothing. They're not getting much pass rush generation. I understand. I just put over the guard center being out, but I don't even know if they can take advantage of that. It's hard to pick the Saints. I feel like they be in games and then they just let it go. And I can't do it. There's a part of me that wants to, but because of the road thing, right? The road thing is real. Like me and Mike always talk about these damn trends, and they bite us in the ass. Like they always do that. That's the only thing that's making me want to pick the Saints, but reality is making me say Arizona, so I'm taking Arizona.
Now, I hope we're not picking Arizona just to help out our teams.
I think Saints are the Saints. I don't really even care. I don't, they look, this is a long season. Sean could be down there excited, 6 games in. We still got a lot of football to play. I know the Saints would love to get this back. I think they're holding back a lot of players because they probably think they can go against, this team and get them back in 10 days. You know what I'm saying? They can start getting players back like a Michael Thomas and Andres Pete and Jarvis Landry and maybe even Jameis. Who knows? Because we don't even know what's going to happen with Andy Dalton or how Dennis Allen feels about it or anything like that. So, and there's been a lot. I even looked it up. They're even talking about we don't even know what they're going to do at quarterback in general in this game. Right. So there's a lot of unknowns with the Saints, and because of that, it's hard for me to sit here and really pick them and not pick Arizona.
Right.
I like what the Saints did last week with the running game. Like Taysom Hill has really been their offense for the past 2 years. So I think it had 228 rushing yards, 5 yards to carry. They really, so I want to say thank you to the Saints and their offense, for setting out the blueprint against the Bengals. As a running team, we got something to, base off of this week when we play them. So thank you to the Saints for running the ball that much and still losing. So that really helped us out.
Well, that's a perfect way to segue into this game, man. We got the Atlanta Falcons the next game playing against the Cincinnati Bengals. Sean, you want to go ahead and jump off in this butt?
Hey, I got nothing but respect for the Bengals, man. They are the Super Bowl runner-ups, so you still got to respect the talent that they have. So I do respect Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. I'm not sure T. Higgins has he been. I think he's been out recently. T. Higgins. He played last week?
Yeah, he played.
Okay, so T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon. They have talent, right? They have talent. The defense, as we know, the run defense is one of the worst in the league, giving up about 5 yards to rush, 228 yards last week. It kind of plays into our favor. So I don't see us changing up anything that we do, right? Up, down, sideways, crisscross, applesauce. We're going to run the ball. So that's what we're going to do next week. That's what we're going to do Sunday. We're going to run the ball. Mariota take care of it. And I think we get out of there with a win, man. So that's all I'm focused on. I don't really think that we got to, do anything spectacular. The defense has shown that they can create turnovers. So I think we're top 5 in turnover and takeaways this year. So top 5 in takeaways. We had 3 last week, 2 interceptions, a return fumble for a touchdown. We've shown that, we can get to the quarterback in good situations, given that they don't throw flags. So we can get to the quarterback, stop the run, and we need to, I'm not sure, AJ Terrell went out last game. He's going to be back this week. We're going to need him to step up and play Jamar Chase, play him straight up like he played Amari Cooper earlier in the year. So if he can put a somewhat a good clamp on him, but Joe Burrow, they like to throw it around the yard with him, right? So 300 last week. I'm pretty sure that they're smelling themselves this week, thinking that they can run it back against us. But what we want to do is we want to eat the clock. We want to control the time of possession, and we want to get out of there with a win. So I got the Falcons. I'm feeling very hot about my team right now. I'm feeling very hot. I think we can go on a run right here, set up for a run. We did the predictions last week. I said 3-1. I'm kind of feeling bad about that I kind of put a loss on us. We probably could have swept 4-0 for the quarter. 3-1, but this is the game. We're focusing on this week. And this week, I like the matchup. If we can slow them down, primarily by running the ball, playing keep away, wearing them down, we probably can get out of there with a win, man. So that's how I'm feeling. I got the Falcons this week, not as always, but
Always.
No. I didn't predict this every single week, but with how we playing, man, I don't think that because there's not a super team, right, in the NFL unless you're going against the Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs that played the Bucs, that type team. So unless going against one of those, there's not really too many super teams in it. And I think our style of football is kind of reminiscent to the Ravens of 2 years ago that kind of dominated, everybody else with their run first style, the quarterback runs, and then we can play some optimistic defense where we're taking the ball away, creating extra possessions, keeping the offense on the side. I think that's a good recipe, So Falcons, baby. Taking it. Right. Cincy.
Yeah, I feature the Eagles there. DJ, you want to go ahead or you want me to jump on it?
My bad, Eagles.
All right, so this is an intriguing matchup to me. Both of these teams are 3-3. Have you noticed that even the Thursday night game, they have the same records? Both these teams are 3-3. They both lost games and won games in the exact same weeks. So that's strange to me. As of right now, Vegas has the Bengals 6.5-point favorite. So Atlanta's been underdog all year, so that means absolutely nothing to them. I will say this. This is a pass-happy team, and I don't know if they can be pass-happy against this football team. I spoke on it last week or this week, and I'm going to continue to speak on it. The football team and the way that the Atlanta Falcons are playing, I love this style of football, man. You play good defense, and it's not always stopping everybody from scoring touchdowns, but they are creating turnovers every single week, and they're able to run the football at will. You know what they're going to do, and you still aren't able to stop it. I love that about this football team. I will say this. I'm not too sure about the secondary of Atlanta. I came into this season wondering what was going on with them, what was going to happen. I like some of their players, Richie Grant. I like A.J. Terrell. Casey Hayward was a big fan of mine. I love Casey Hayward. He's up there in age now, so I don't know. I know he's on IR. Mm-hmm. But I was impressed with Jalen Hawkins and Isaiah Oliver, and these guys made some plays in the secondary. Are they going to be able to hold up against a T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and all of that? They're going to have to blitz. They're going to have to bring pressure and make sure that they hit Joe Burrow in the mouth and hit him in the mouth early because they can't run the ball worth a darn. They're averaging 3.5 yards a carry. Joe Mixon is averaging 3.3 yards a carry with only one touchdown so far this season. So everything they've done has been in the air. I don't know if that's the style of football you want to play against the Atlanta Falcons, because throwing the ball, you don't have many opportunities to really control the clock playing that kind of football, and that's going to limit your opportunities on offense playing the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, man, Jamar Chase is a beast. He handled A.J. Terrell in college. I expect him to kind of do the same thing in the NFL. The only difference is, oh man, this Atlanta defense, man, that defensive coach, he got these boys somewhat believing that they're Baltimore. That they're that type of football team. And when you got belief like that, and then a team, I'm big on the Super Bowl hangover. So I don't know. I like Joe Burrow. I love Joe Burrow. I love Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase was my favorite. We talked about this. He was the favorite receiver coming out last few years. We knew he was going to be dominant. Love Justin Jefferson too, but we know Jamar Chase was better than him. So it's going to be a tall task, man. T. Higgins, he's a heck of a receiver, too. He knows A.J. Terrell. They both went to Clemson. So this is going to be interesting, man. Tyler Boyd is going to do his thing. Hey, they got a 3-man army back there at their receiver. So do they have enough weapons to stop? With all that being said, I kind of want to lean Cincinnati in this one. And the reason I want to lean Cincinnati is because I just don't know if Marcus Mariota can follow up with that player of the week status, and he won't cause a fumble or make a dumb bonehead play when it's a close game. He's done that throughout this season. Did he do it last week? Nah, he didn't. He didn't cost the team. And this defense isn't beat up like the 49ers. But it's just something about the identity of a football team and knowing who they are and the consistency in that. So if I have to make a pick with all this long-winded response that I just made, I can't believe this, y'all.
Don't even do it.
I lean more to Atlanta, man. I lean more to Atlanta because I love the way that they play football, and I know that style of football travels. And so I don't know if anybody has an answer for that. I'm not saying anybody. I don't know if they have an answer for that because I don't trust the offensive line for Cincinnati to be able to protect Joe Burrow. Dang, man, I don't know, man. I'm going Atlanta. I'm going Atlanta.
See the light, baby. See the light.
I hope y'all lose because I win Atlanta. I know who DJ going.
I mean, look, you kind of named out everything. I mean, it's really it's the pass against the run in this game. That's really what it is. If Atlanta's dominant, they take up the time possession. They shorten the time possession with Joe Burrow, Tyler Boyd, Chase, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Hayden Hurst. All of them being out there, and y'all are a little hurt right now. In the secondary. AJ Terrell. I know he had that. This is a groin. It wasn't a groin. It was a hamstring.
Yeah, the hamstring
or something like that, or hamstring or something like that. Casey Hayward is now on IR. So y'all down 2 corners, and which I have like 3 or 4 other ones. So I mean, it's interesting. Joe Burrow's coming off the best game of his season so far. So Jamar Chase, he's been getting bracketed all season. He's been struggling. He come off his best game. So they are coming back home a little excited. Got a little, what I'm saying, they got a little win. It's interesting there, but once again, you go back now to the Atlanta side. Atlanta's been very consistent with their run. As long as it comes down to the run. Look, I'm not a believer in Marcus Mariota. I'm not. He touched the ball. He threw the ball. I mean, he had 14 attempts. He 13. When you have a run game the way that was, gaps open up, and that's something y'all can't do against Cincinnati Bengals. We already talked about the numbers, right? The numbers, they are susceptible to the run. Just because they're susceptible don't mean it's really going to happen. I'm not 100% sure. I know when you guys get close to 200 yards, you guys are basically 3-0. When I looked at all the stats, I think that one game y'all had this past week was the only one that was underneath 200 yards, and y'all got a dub. So it's interesting, but I am going to go with Cincy because, like I said, I think that I don't know. I got to see more. I understand y'all got an identity. I like your, what I'm saying? I love the style of running. I wish my team would run the damn ball. I'm a little hating on that. But the secondary, I want to see them go against them players. They got some real players over there doing that. I want to see some more pass rush outside of Grady Jarrett. Like Mike said, Dan P's going to have to draw up some stuff, and you're going to need the blitz because still right now, I still only think that defensive line is still led through Grady Jarrett, and he's going to do his thing. I already know he's going to do his thing. I know Tyquan Graham, he's a little banged up too. Like I said, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going with Cincy. I'm going with Cincy with this matchup at home. You guys are 1-2. Like I said, I just want to see it. I want to see more. I want to continue to see the progression of the Atlanta Falcons that you're talking about here. But as of right now, I'm going with Cincy. All right. Yeah.
I love it. I wouldn't have wanted a 3-0 Falcon sweep here. We need some type of opposition, right? So, yeah, man, it should be an interesting game. Can't wait.
It's going to be very, very interesting now. This is a very interesting because we don't know. That's why I said I don't know who's going to do what, right? Is it going to be a run, or is Joe Burrow going to build off of what he did last week? Are you guys going to build off of what y'all been doing during the season? So that's the big question I think that's going to be answered in this game. And can y'all play 4 quarters again? So
yeah. And shout out to Troy Anderson, man. He had a very good game last week, man. And I think Mekhi Walker, you might know more than me. He seems like Mekhi Walker, my bad. Mekhi Walker, he seems like he's going to be ready to go this week. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I give it to the Falcons. You're definitely playing. But yes, they are. I mean, like I said, you got to give them a little credit. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it up. Keep it up. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to hate. Just keep it up. Keep it up.
Hey, man, we'll take it. We'll take anything we can get, man, as long as we take the division. That's my only focus right now.
Yeah, man.
What we got time, dog?
Y'all got 8 sacks so far. That's more than what you had last year. I'm just playing.
Hey, man, just about. Yeah, I mean, we had 17 last year. I think we ended up having like
16, 17. Yeah, I think it was something like
16. That. Right. Joe Burrow has been known to give the ball away. So if we could take the ball from Joe Burrow, he is not stingy. He is a giver, rather than a taker. So we're going to, if he give us the ball a couple times, we're going to meet that promised land.
I mean, I found that interesting.
His numbers are pretty good this year, though. Ain't like 15-5 or something like that?
Who, Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
Well, I just found it interesting that both of these teams actually have turned the ball over the exact same time. They got 8 giveaways so far this season. So
so Falcons are giving away too. So
it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting.
Who gonna be Santa Claus?
You got a lot of words, DJ. You got a lot of words, baby. Don't worry about the number one team in the division. You need to be worrying about.
I'm not. That's my team. I mean, what you keep forgetting?
TB12.
You're not that. You're not.
TB12.
Right.
Baby.
And speaking of TB12, let's get to the game of the week.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and talk about this game here. I will be in the stadium. I'm working on DJ too. I don't know if he's gonna come or not, but I will definitely be in Bank of America Stadium. Me and 10 other Panther fans will be in Bank of America Stadium this Sunday to watch the Carolina Panthers host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sean, let's go ahead and start with you since you don't have any dog. Well, you got dog in the fight, but you don't have any dog in the fight. And let's get your take real quick before me and DJ hash it out.
Man, this is gonna pain me to say. I'm just come out with it. I mean, anybody that watches football, no disrespect, Mike. I don't want to undercut your whole argument and kill your hopes. You know, hope is the number one killer anyway. But the Buccaneers should win this game. I'll put it like that. They should. They have no excuse or no reason not to walk out of Bank of America with a win. Tom Brady should be able to get back on track. You should be able to work out the kinks in your offense against a team that is reeling right now, right? So they're not not sure their belief in their coach. We got players contesting coaches on the sideline openly, right? To accelerate trades. You got coaches not believing in quarterbacks, right? Their whole game plan is just to run the ball. They're not being aggressive, like Steve Wilks said. He didn't want to put his quarterback in a position to have to open it up at the end of the half, right? And if you're going to play that type of conservative football, you got to have one hell of a run game. You got to be able to, take the ball away. A lot of things that the Panthers, I don't see going right for them Sunday. So I think the Bucs have no reasonable excuse to lose this week. So Tom Brady, you got to show me something. If it's a close game, it's going to feel like a loss to you, DJ. If you guys are scratching and clawing in the fourth quarter, it's going to be trouble for you, So I got the Buccaneers, man. I got the Buccaneers taking it, man. Probably it should be a 2-score game. I just don't think that PJ Walker has enough stamina in him to go 4 quarters toe-to-toe. DJ Moore, I'm not sure. Is he still on the team? He's still out there, right? Okay, you're on mute. You're on mute, Mike.
Right. Mike talking. He don't even know he's on mute.
Oh, man, he's still behind me. You see him behind
me. Right. Yeah, I know he's over there, but I don't know if hopefully he show up to the stadium. Somebody give him a ride if he don't have one. So DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, PJ Walker. I know you got Sam Darnold waiting in the wings. I'm not sure if he's going to be dressing this week, but just not enough, man. Just not enough from a personnel standpoint. And coaching, I think that it is not there. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, unfortunately, will still be tied with the Falcons at the top of the division after this week. You got it. Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Exit stage left. Let me see the face.
DJ.
What up,
you going, man. You going. You going. We at home. You going first.
All right. It's the battle of the undefeated divisional teams. You know what I'm saying? Both of us, we 2-0. Y'all 1-0 in the division. It definitely feels like one's still trying to figure themselves out. One just seems like they trying to get to the end of the season by the way it looks, in my opinion. It's trying to purge. Obviously, the purge has started in Panther Nation. There's calls being made. It seems like there's more cleaning than preparing for the Panthers nowadays. Right now, like I said, that what is it called? That first game for Steve Wilks as the Panther head coach. Me and Mike talked about it, man. I didn't like the way they did that. And Mike's gonna talk about his stuff, and I just didn't like the way they didn't allow, I guess, PJ really do much. It felt like they were just trying to get out that game. Obviously, it leaned on Christian McCaffrey, who looks very healthy this year. I guess, Mike, our answer was our question was answered at the beginning of the year was going to be Michael Thomas and Christian McCaffrey. Definitely Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is a player that we usually do well against when it comes to when we play against Tampa. So, that being the one thing and knowing that y'all not going to put PJ in much harm based off of what y'all did last week. Punt. No, we'll start off field goal first. Punt. No. What is it? 7 plays, punt. 3 plays, punt. 3 plays, punt. 3 plays, punt. 1 play because you decide not to do anything at the end of the half, which me and Mike had our disagreements with that. I would have thought they might have tried to get in position to possibly kick a field goal, even though they were up at the time, 10-7. I understand the thought process of what he was thinking. But then it continues in the second half. 3 plays, punt, 3 days. I mean, it felt like this team they don't want to win. They're like they're trying to play for the offseason. It's like they're tanking. That's what it felt like looking at this game from my perspective. And if it continues, it's going to be a lot clearer. I know this is we're much formidable. We're formidable. You guys haven't beat us. 3 years now? 2 years going? Well, it's going on 3 years if y'all continue this year. Yeah, I don't see anything different in this game. Like you said, the Bucs, they just lost to a 1-4 team. They ain't trying to lose to a 1-5 team. That's not something that can be on the books. Tom Brady, they always talk about it. He's lost 2 in a row. He gonna be yelling at people this week. He ain't got no wings or nothing to go to this week. He's been in the facility all week. They know he have to fix some things, and this is a game to get back on track, and that's what they're gonna try to do. This offense has been sporadic. It hasn't been where it needs to be. And this is the game that they're going to look at and be like, let's get it. And then our defense is playing great. I know a lot of people have a lot of different things to say. In my opinion, they're playing really good. It's, a couple players, got my couple words against, Carlton Davis. I wish he could play a little better. Devin White, play a little smarter. I'll just leave it at that. But overall, they're 6 in points, right? You're not letting up a lot of points, and that's including the 40-burger that Kansas City put up on them. So it probably could be a little better than that. And a team that's been allergic to points, as the Panthers have been, this game could get very ugly very quickly. And, yeah, I'm taking Tampa in this game, man. Panthers don't seem like they want to play football anymore. So I'm definitely taking Tampa.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I'm so glad I'm going to this game so I can see the GOAT in person before he retires.
I didn't even think of that. That's true.
But the Carolina Panthers, I just have one phrase to say about us and our season.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Look, there's no way in the world I'm choosing Carolina to win this football game. I told DJ Sunday, after we played and lost to the Rams, that they're going to blow us out. Right now, Vegas has us an 11-point underdog. Like I keep mentioning, we get 3 points for being home. So that's pretty much 2 touchdowns that they're going to beat us by. Christian McCaffrey, those fast linebackers, even though I believe Levante David has lost a step, it's still going to be good enough to be able to run sideline to sideline, be able to make plays. Him and Devin White, because Devin White's a young, fast, athletic ball player. He might not be all here, but he will be able to stop and slow down the run. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been one of the better run defenses in the NFL over the last few years, especially under Todd Bowles. They seem like they're trying to get that fixed, and they're doing better each week. And if you look at what Carolina's done, it was sickening to watch, but I understood why. I definitely understood why. You wanted to establish the run. You wanted to establish some kind of identity. You want to be the Atlanta Falcons. That's what we really want to be. You want to be able to run, control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. But to be able to not stretch the field at all or throw any passes downfield, I think is going to be a disservice to the Carolina Panthers. That secondary, I've been saying it for years. I'm not completely sold on it. And if I think there's any type of weakness with that defense, is being able to attack them in the air. But P.J. Walker, Steve Wilkes, I get it. P.J. Walker, through his entire career with the Carolina Panthers, has 2 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. 2 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. No wonder you handcuffed the man. You were trying to say, hey, we're going to run the ball, try to control the clock, let our defense fly around, let Matthew Stafford make a few mistakes, let our defense capitalize, let's get in field position, kick some field goals, score a touchdown here and there, and let's go home and win this football game. And it worked for a half. But there's 2 halves to a football game. And you can't come in there with the same mentality that you start the game with and not make any adjustments and think that these guys on the other side aren't professionals and that they're not going to make any adjustments. So that's one thing I'm going to be looking out for. I do think Derrick Brown has been playing his butt off. I think he's having a Pro Bowl caliber year. And with that being said, the interior offensive line of Tom Brady's has not been impressive at all, especially Luke Gordecki. I'm not a big fan of Robert Hainsley. I saw a lot of times he was getting pushed back in skates. He did well enough. Shaq Mason is decent. He does a really good job run blocking, and he's not bad in the pass, but Tom doesn't have anywhere to step up, and he hasn't had much time to step up into any of these throws. And they can't run the football. And this is a defense that if you can run the football, you can really be successful against us. But they can't run the football. So I don't know what their offense is going to be. J.C. Horn's going to be coming back. Axon Jackson said he's going to be playing. C.J. Henderson's going to come out of protocol. And I don't know who they have to really throw the ball to. We've done well against Mike Evans in the past. And if you tell me that we're going to put J.C. Horn on Mike Evans, you can forget about Mike Evans. I'm telling you that straight up. Now, he is going to get a pass interference call because Mike Evans is good for getting one a game. Definitely won a game. That's Tom Brady's way of getting down to the red zone a lot of the time. He's going to get a pass interference. Now, can they put the ball in the end zone? I think that's going to be a point of emphasis this week. Yeah, I know Louvu, that emotional leader, is going to be a problem. But I like our defense against this team. I really like our defense against Tampa Bay's allergic to the end zone offense. I don't see the playmakers that DJ and a lot of these people see on this team. I'm not scared of Rachaad White. I'm not scared of Leonard Fournette. I'm not scared of any of the running backs out there. Damn sure not scared of the boo-boo tight end position that they have and those 2 wide receivers. I got to see. I like Chris Godwin quite a bit. But who else do they have outside of Chris Godwin? Because Julio didn't practice today. Julio over there stealing money. He over there. He an insider trade. He insider trading. He over there giving Atlanta inside information right now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's an inside trader. So if I had to truly pick in this football game, like I said before, I don't believe in our offense, and I definitely don't believe P.J. Walker is the answer for us to be able to win. But I've seen this man be able to do some things in Bank of America Stadium and make some things happen. I just can't see coming off a loss to a 1-4 team, like you said, the Pittsburgh Steelers, that we're going to be able to come out here and do the same thing again. Tom Brady has not lost to the Carolina Panthers as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I don't see how that's going to stop now. I'm not impressed with I will say this. Tampa's going to get after it. We know they're going to blitz. PJ got to be quick, decisive, whatever decision he makes. Make that one read, get rid of the ball. Make that one read, get rid of the ball. So to be able to get DJ more active, let Shot Smith get active, Terrace Marshall, all of them, yeah, I think the Robbie Anderson move is actually going to help out P.J. Walker and these receivers because P.J. hasn't worked a lot with the ones. He's worked a lot with these backup guys like the Higgins and like the Shot Smith, Terrace Marshall, Laviska Shenault, all of that. And watch out for Laviska Shenault. I think he could be an X factor in this game offensively because he was the one that helped spring the play to win against the Saints, and he hasn't played since then. So be looking out for that guy against Tampa. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I personally don't think Tampa's as good as what people are tried to make them out to be this year. I think they're extremely overrated. I haven't liked what I've seen from them. I don't think they're going deep in the playoffs, even if they make it. Mike Evans, you know how I feel about him. I think he's on a future Hall of Fame career statistically, but he's not a game breaker. He's not somebody that's putting fear in my eyes. Hell, I feel like if I match up against Mike Evans, I can slow him down with his damn one route here and one there. He's just going to jump ball. That's all it is. I used to have hops. Give me about 3 months in the offseason, I can get his ass. That's how I feel personally. But Chris Godwin has been the killer. So as long as he is healthy and can come out there and ball out, I expect him to continue to do the same because Action Jackson has not been able to do anything. I mean, anything against him. But I do believe we'll get some pressure. Now, with that being said, somebody was talking, might have been Sean talking about Christian McCaffrey, potentially being traded, this and that. That could happen. And I wouldn't be mad if C-Mac is traded if I can get Cam Akers. Should I get Cam Akers on a rookie deal? Get rid of Christian, get rid of that salary? I don't know. Let's see what happens. But this game here, this is
running back.
Yeah, you're right. But this game here, Christian McCaffrey has not balled out against Tampa Bay in his entire career. I'll never forget the first time we played him in Bruce Arians' tenure, and it was Bank of America. It was week 2. Cam Newton was starting. That was the last game that he got hurt in, and he didn't play no more for the rest of that season, and we needed Christian McCaffrey to get that 1 inch, and he couldn't get that inch. And I've been seeing that play over and over, and you know why I keep seeing that play? Because it's still happening. He can't get those short down yards. We can get 2nd and 1 and get him the ball, stop. 3rd and 1, give him the ball, stop. And now we punting. Like, that is bad. He is probably the worst short down yardage running superstar running back in the NFL. And against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, you got to be extremely physical at the line of scrimmage. And if you're not physical at the line of scrimmage, you can forget about it. That being said, do I think it's going to be a 14-point blowout? Man, this shit might get ugly. I'm going to give Tampa Bay the dub. I talked all that stuff because I want to pick us just because I can't stand losing to DJ. I don't want to lose to Sean. I don't want to lose nobody on this daggone division. But I got to be real in this situation. So I'm going to enjoy my beer that I'm going to get. Shout out to my boy Burpee, Comedian Burpee. Check him out on Power 98 if you're in the Charlotte area. Hooked your boy up with a ticket. Appreciate your fam. So I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to meet some Panther fans out there, all 10 of us. We're going to take a picture because we're going to all be able to get in it and see a bunch of red in that stadium, man. Kudos to you, DJ, for starting this season off undefeated in the division.
3-0.
I can't believe
this game. They're 3-0. That's big. This is, look, Panthers might be playing like the Bucs can't play around with this game. You know what I'm saying? They're 3-3. Atlanta is not that right there with us. They got to keep on getting these divisional wins. They get divisional wins. That's going to be huge. You know what I'm saying? We're ahead. We get this 3rd one right here. Even if, let's say Atlanta does win this week, we're way ahead of Atlanta Falcons with those 3 wins. So this is a big game. This is, you know what I'm saying? Don't play around with this. Make sure you take care of business, figure some things out, because once again, you're going to probably get a lot of reps on the offense because what I've been seeing from the Carolina Panthers, it looks like the time of possession, which usually doesn't go our direction, might actually go our direction this game. And they better get this work in. And, yeah, Bucs, baby. We gonna get this, Joe.
Yeah, it's definitely going to matter in the trenches, man. If we can get Matt Ioannidis and Derek Brown and those guys in the trenches, if we can get that pressure up the gut, because Tom's been throwing the ball 50 times a game, and I expect him to do the same daggone thing because they can't run it. Now, you might try to run it because you believe that the Carolina Panthers give up the butt running the ball, but the run game just hasn't been there for y'all. So I can't see it working out. But like you said, DJ, man, I think we got a clean sweep here.
Yeah. Yeah. So one last thing before I see Sean. Welcome back, my brother. But Luke Gedeke, he's the X factor in this game for the Bucs. This man, I started a new segment because they need to get rid of. Luke Gedeke needs to be benched. Period. But yeah, we got a segment called Gedeke on Ice. I'm gonna show every play that this mug is on ice. I swear to God, every week that same pass set where he just be up. It's the same thing. Derek Brown might do it. Ioannidis might catch him like that because it's been every single week. This man is on skates, and I don't understand how he continues to start on this offensive line. But hey, maybe this is a week that he might shine. Who the hell knows?
And Tom gets that ball out of his hands faster than probably any quarterback in the NFL. So we got to be definitely concerned about those quick dump offs and all of that. But Brian Burns, if he's still on this roster and if he's still playing up to par, I think he can give Donovan Smith some trouble. I think our D-line can give y'all a little bit of trouble, DJ. That offensive line, I don't think it's too good for y'all, man. Tristan Wirfs, I give him credit, but everybody else, I'm kind of fam.
All right, clean sweep. Wait, oh yeah, Sean already did it. So clean sweep.
Yeah, you know it's a clean sweep.
Clean sweep. You already know.
I hope it's a close game. I just hope both of y'all look horrible. So, somebody got to win. If it's a tie, thank you, Jesus. But most likely somebody gonna win. It's gonna be somebody.
I will say that this is really good because both teams actually are top 10. I think DJ, like you said, you're top in defense. What are y'all like top 5 or something? Yeah, you're 5th in defense and points allowed. I think
6 in points allowed.
6. No, you're 5th.
Oh, that must have changed.
I tried to tell you it changed last week after the game. So,
well.
Yeah, y'all are 5th in points allowed. And Carolina right now is bottom 10. So even though Brady and them not getting in the end zone,
they need to find this week. They need to figure it out. They need to figure out their red zone plays. They need to figure out I don't know, but at the 20 plays, they need to figure out all this stuff this week. They gonna get some possessions this week. They need to figure all that stuff. Get some reps that they haven't been getting.
Facts. Just want to get a little love to the chat, man. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Popping bullets. Brian Davis, man. JGP Jr. Shout out to Creole 1. Shout out to number 24. Shout out
to Christopher. To pick out Foreman.
Man, I ain't worried about none of our running backs. Green Dollar Holler, Donald Duck. You know, everybody Austin right. Shout out to Kenny P. Everybody in there, man. Yeah, I mean that's realistic to us. If you score over 17 points, check. You got a dub. So that's our goal, to keep Tampa under 17 points. If we can somehow keep them under 17 points, it's a ball game. If they get over 17 points, it's a blowout. That's just what it boils down to.
That's what I like to hear.
Keep pounding, baby. Keep pounding. I got the Cam jersey on.
Look. This is the perfect week for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the game they got. Because guess what? We got a Thursday night game against Baltimore next week. So this is a good game to
get hurt.
Get hurt. Y'all might do some headhunting stuff. I might be trying to do something like that. Because Saints did that last year. That happened to Saints did that before we went, I think, into our Thursday night game last year. They took out a bunch of players last year. Y'all gonna do the same thing? That's what we gonna do?
Do what you do, Panthers. I ain't even mad at it. Yeah, man. Any final thoughts, man? Anything y'all want to touch on and talk about? Hit.
Joe Burrow gets another 300-yard game, 2 touchdowns.
Falcons with the W. That's all I care about. Number 1 in the division, staying on top.
Refs will be nice to y'all. We don't need the refs, man.
Yes, you do. And I was that's my final thing.
Look, we don't need the refs at Bank of America. Bank of America Stadium. We don't need no damn refs.
Yes, you do. You need refs every game you've played.
Nah, we don't need no
Give
refs.
me a game outside of the Dallas Cowboys that you haven't needed the refs.
Nah, we don't need the refs.
Throw out Lattimore, same situation, refs, all that. Same situation with the
when you want to do
tell me a game that you ain't needed the refs outside the Dallas Cowboys.
Everybody turn their back. Do not pay attention to what's going on at this field. Like, what did you want them to do with the wrong say?
Tell me
a
game that the refs have not helped y'all that you won.
How they help us? They took out Mike Evans and Marcus Lattimore. They both got
everybody. Mike Evans was taken out before the game. It was even started against New Orleans Saints. Let's not do that, DJ. They killed Mike Evans, man. He ain't effective against the Saints. Let's not even do that crap, man. They know that they knew how good Marshawn Lattimore was, and that was the whole mindset. The same thing with Grady Jarrett. They know, man. Look, don't get me started with this. Now you're gonna get me riled up and get back this Brady crap. We already know what it is. Pull Brady's flag. Do not tackle him. Roll nothing. Pull his flag.
Pull his flag.
Just pull his flag. Derek Brown. Pull his flag.
Oh yeah, Derek Brown gonna do something stupid. I'm calling it
pull
right
his
now.
Flag.
Derek Brown gonna do something stupid. I'm calling right now.
No, he ain't even gonna do anything stupid. He just gonna sack. He gonna sack Tom Brady, and they gonna call a 30-yard penalty.
Why? Derek Brown gonna do something in this game that's gonna cost y'all something.
Yeah, you know what he gonna do? He gonna make eye contact with Tom Brady. Flag, 15-yard penalty.
Hey man, don't be looking at Tom Brady, man. What's wrong with you?
Man, I wish it was a 4:00 game so I could really lock in with y'all, man. I really wish it was.
If I don't get no ticket,
illegal eye contact, 15-yard penalty on Derek Brown, automatic first down, and it'd be 3rd and 14 too. It'd be 3rd and 14.
Oh man,
illegal eye contact, 15-yard penalty. It's going to be a BS pass interference on J.C. Horn. They're going to get him down at the 10-yard line.
Hey, that's a real fan right there. Kenny P, I see you, man. Let's go Panthers.
Let's go.
Yeah, we riding now.
Let's go Panthers.
I'm rooting for the Panther this week, man.
He's standing at quarterback right now. You ain't going to get him probably this week.
All I know is this. If y'all come out of Bank of America Stadium with an L, y'all really going to catch hell in national media. Really, this team right now in the power rankings is ranked 32nd on everybody's power ranking. Everybody. So if y'all come out with an L, twabble.
Yeah, that can't happen. That can't happen. That just can't. You know, that just can't.
I ain't got nothing else, man. This was fun.
I ain't got nothing else either.
Yeah, it was fun chopping up. Congratulations to both of y'all for getting the dubs with the pick. Yeah, I mean, I picked the Falcons. Sean picked the Falcons. 2 beats 1.
Cincy, baby. Who they?
Come on, man.
Who that said they gonna beat them Saints?
Keep pounding, baby.
Them Bengals.
I'm rooting for the Panthers' best offense, which is their defense.
Bengals.
And the defense is scoring more points than the offense right now.
I need Tom to throw one of them pick sixes that he like to do.
Let's go, man.
It doesn't get any worse than 30 seconds on the power rate because it sure don't. Damn, Mike.
Hey, man, don't keep this going, man. We out. This your boy, Mike Ricks, man. NFC South. I'm your Carolina Panthers representative. Thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. It's like best team wins, man. Best team wins. Salute.
You already know what it is, man. It's your boy DJ. You Tampa Bay Buccaneers representative. 4-3. It's like, no, let me stop. But yeah, appreciate everybody rocking out with us like always. Yeah, that's all I got.
Hey, man, Sean J, man, peace up, A-Town down.
Oh, Lord. Turn the damn thing off.
All right, man. We out. Say your Saints,
baby.
We out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who it is. Cut it right. Yeah. Panther Nation. It's a new season. It's time for us to bring that little